Hi, this is Mike Devlin with the Devlin League Group, and it's time for This Month in Real Estate for Santa Clara County, March 2016. We're going to start by taking a look at single family homes. In February of 2016, there were 486 sales of single family homes. You can see that's the low point from our 5 year trend. The number of sales in February was down 262 from the peak of 2012, representing a 35% drop. The median prices, however, have continued to go up. In 2016 February, it stood at 945,000. Now that's a 424,000 plus increase over 2011, representing an 82% increase. Sales prices are up. Another factor to consider is how much more or less than the list price did the seller get. In February of 2016, on average, the sellers received 103.6% of what they had listed the property for. Notice that's up a lot from 2011 and 2012. One of the interesting things about this, however, is to look at some individual properties. There is a home on Yerba Santa Avenue that actually sold for 655,000 more than it listed for, and another property on Chestnut in February that went for 112% over list price, winning the who got the most over list price in terms of a percentage. In order to be fair, however, there was also a home on Turney Road that sold for 22% below what it listed for, and another one on Hill that sold for 545,000 less than list price. So that's the thing about averages. We need to look at the individual properties. You can't just assume that properties are always going to sell for more than they listed for. You have to look at the numbers. Price per square foot ratio is sometimes a handy ratio. How much are people getting per square foot? In February of 2016, it was $643. You can see that's up significantly from 2011, $279 a square foot more, and that represents a 77% increase. Months of inventory is low, 1.8 months of inventory. That's down a lot from the 5.7 months in 2011. It's a 68% decrease. What this chart represents is if we stop adding more homes to the inventory, how long would it take us to sell the homes that are currently on the market? Then we come to condos and townhomes. 213 sales of condos and townhomes in Santa Clara County in February of 2016. You can see that there's more ups and downs in the condo and townhome market. We're down 109 sales from 2012, or 34%. The median price is up and continuing to rise. It has been over the past 5 years, standing at 645,000 for February of 2016. That's up 350,000 over 2011, representing a 119% increase. The sale to list price ratio, you can see it's got a lot of variation over the years. It stands at 106.2% for February of 2016. That's up quite a bit from 2011, where it was 98.5. That represents an 8% increase. Again, let's take a look at a couple of individual properties. There was a property on Sierra Vista Avenue that won the most over list price as a percentage, 39% over what it was listed for, and a property on King George Avenue that wins are least or the most under. It sold for 64,000 under list price, representing 11% under the list price. So just like with single family homes, you can't just assume they're going to automatically go over list. It all depends. Price per square foot ratio for condos and townhomes was $588 for February of 2016. That's $311 more than it was in 2011, representing a 112% increase. And finally, the months of unsold inventory for condos and townhomes is 1.2 months. That's up or down a lot from 2011, and that represents a major drop of 78% in how long it takes to sell our current inventory. If you would like to know more, you can get an instant valuation of your home by going to your SiliconValleyValue.com and putting in your address. And if you want to find your dream home, you can receive listing alerts and find properties that highlight homes with natural light, high ceilings, big backyards, 400 other features. Go to ComeHomeSiliconValley.com. If you're interested in a career in real estate, I have a program to help you get your real estate license. You can find out more at my website, dreclass.com. You'll notice I have over 45-star Yelp reviews. Come and attend a free guest lesson, no cost or obligation. See if you like it or not. Virtually everyone who goes through the course passes the exam on their first try. Want more? Call me, Mike Devlin, at 408-412-1061 or shoot me an email. Come to my website. Look forward to talking to you.